Happy New Year to you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Molly. And so in this video, I thought it might be beneficial to highlight and call out some things to be aware of as we begin a new year, as well as some things you can look at in your astrological chart about every new year. So as we begin and move into 2022, we know that the transiting sun in Capricorn is always around the same degree point every year around January 1st. And it can wobble a little bit between 9 and 11 degrees of Capricorn. Usually 9, 10, 11 degrees is where that transiting sun is at the start of every year. And I wanted to bring that to your attention so that you can look in your natal astrology chart at where that degree point is for you by house placement. So what I mean is that you want to look in your chart at where you have 9, 10, or 11 degrees of Capricorn, as this is where the transiting sun is every New Year's for you. So in this chart, it is in the 8th house. So that means every new year, when the sun is in Capricorn, the new year energies begin in the 8th house for this person. So when you identify the house location, it shows you where the new year energies begin for you and where perhaps you're inspired to set certain types of intentions for the year ahead. And this is why I always so like to call out the difference between New Year's resolutions and New Year's intentions. They're different energies. An intention is what you're consciously establishing, creating, and setting today in the present moment, and it moves the energy forward. An intention is how you're going to move something forward, what you're wanting to create or manifest, what your goals are. So intentions are forward moving. Resolutions are about resolving. Resolutions are about resolving something that previously occurred or previously happened. So a resolution can be about energy from the past or something that's complete, something that you don't want to experience again. You're resolving not to do that. You're resolving that that's complete so that you can have something new going forward. So these are different energies. Intentions are about directing the energy forward. Resolutions are about something that's already taken place that you want to change or shift, but it's typically an energy you've already experienced and you're basically recreating it, reworking it, and you're resolving to move it forward. So I think it can be quite powerful to look at both of these energetic experiences to define if you're wanting to resolve something or if you're intending to create something. And that can help you when you look at where this 9, 10, or 11 degrees of Capricorn is in your chart. Are you resolving something in this part of your life, or are you intending to create something new? And you can work with this energy in a very powerful way to establish what you want next, especially with the Capricorn energies that are about fortitude, the long term, planning, what you're moving towards, what you want to accomplish, the results you want. So this is taking a bigger picture perspective and how you're going to move the energy going forward. So again, you're identifying where this energy is in your chart by house placement, because the house is the area of life where this is being activated for you. And in fact, every year, when the sun is moving through this degree points of Capricorn, this is where you experience New Year's energies. So this could also explain perhaps how you like to celebrate New Year's or not, because if that energy is in your 4th house, which is very private, and your home environment, you maybe just want to stay in. You don't want to do anything. At least nothing out there in the world, which would be very different than if you had this degree point in the 9th house or the 10th house or the 11th house, which tend to be more social, more extroverted, looking for a party, looking for something to do with people. It's a very different energy. So keep that in mind, because what you're experiencing every year for New Year's is how that transiting sun in Capricorn is showing up for you. Now, as the new year begins, we have some exciting energies here because the sun in Capricorn is receiving a trine from Uranus in Taurus retrograde at 10 degrees. So this brings in more excitement. This is a sense of, what am I going to do differently this year? What am I going to create that maybe I've been thinking about, but now I'm ready to really put in the time, energy, and dedication to make it happen. So there's an excitement here with that trine from Uranus and Taurus, which will station direct in January. And there's a sense of openness, open to new possibilities, open to something different. Maybe it's a little bit more exciting, something that you haven't tried before. That can be a strong part of this energy as well. Now, that Uranus in Taurus wants us to see things differently, wants us to open up to new possibilities. So there could be something here where you're ready to take a risk. You're ready to try something new. This could be a year where you feel like you're ready to just see where the energy takes you because you can sense that there's more to come. I mean, this is the energy too of higher consciousness, expanding beyond what you've known and moving towards something different, new kinds of goals, new types of endeavors. This energy does relate to business. Maybe there's something new or different you want to try at work, a new project, something that you want to try on your own, especially with that Uranus, which is about independence and following your own spark, your own creative genius. This is the energy of an entrepreneur, of doing something in a way that's a little bit exciting and different and takes you beyond what you've known before. So that's one of the big energy signatures here as 2022 begins. The other thing to make note of is that on January 2nd, we have a Capricorn New Moon. So we'll have the sun and the moon together, both making a trine to this Uranus and Taurus. So there's going to be a few days here as the new year begins where you could just feel a sense of renewal, ready to start something new and fresh. And even this sense of, this is a new year, a new start. What do you want to do with your time? Because Capricorn is about our time in this human body, on this planet, moving through our lives. We only have so much time in a day, time in a year. What do you want to do with your time? And is it best for you? Is it in alignment with who you are now? So this year begins with some very forward-moving energies. Now, throughout 2022, we have significant astrology, as always, and we're going to be moving through the Pluto return, which is an energy specific to the USA, but affects the world at large. And this happens starting in February when Pluto gets to 27 degrees of Capricorn. Now, I have a separate playlist for you here on this channel that talks about these energies. And it's across 4 different videos, the themes of this time period, because the energy begins in February 2022, but it lasts into 2024. So there's significant energies that start this year that we will be working with and that will be playing out over the next few years or so. So it's very important. And again, it's something that does affect the world at large. Now, another significant energy is the conjunction between Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces that happens in April 2022. I'll have a separate video for you on that soon. It is a once-in-a-lifetime energy. It is something that is very big in April. It amplifies the Pisces themes, which, as with all astrological signs, are a full spectrum of energy, from the lower expressions to the higher expressions to what we maybe aren't aware of, to how we can evolve and move forward. So I'll have a separate video for you discussing that. I do want to highlight that in April, there are 4 planets in Pisces, and it's eclipse season. Eclipses are going to be happening 4 times this year, April and May, and then again 6 months later in the year. And these are happening in the Taurus and Scorpio energies. And they're pivotal energies. They're very big, and they pull in the energetic influence of Uranus in Taurus. So not only do we have strong Pisces energies this year, we're going to have strong Taurus energies, which are helping us understand what we want next, where we're going next, shaking up what we thought was stable and secure to help us keep growing, to feel liberated, to awaken to more potentials and possibilities. These are bigger energies that we're going to all be working with because they're collective energies. So keep in mind, we have Pluto in Capricorn, which will begin the Pluto return. We have Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces together, which are especially strong in April. And then we're going to have a strong connection between Uranus in Taurus and the North Node in Taurus, as well as the eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio. So these are all important themes to note because these are outer planet energies. Again, they work with the collective. They signify bigger world changes, developments, possibilities, and there's something that we're all going to be moving through together. So it's going to be another big year here on planet Earth, and yet we're made for these times. We're made for this, and it's important to remember that, to continually develop your strength in these energies and in these times. It does require fortitude from us. It requires ongoing self-care and energy management. And it does require us to be very compassionate to ourselves as we go through some very big life changes and energies. I discuss all of this in my 2022 Soul Growth Astrology program. You can check that out below, but it's designed to help you understand how these energies are working with you throughout this year. So I hope this has given you some quick insights into what the new year brings. And also be sure and look in your chart at where you have 9, 10, 11 degrees of Capricorn, as that's where these new year energies work with you every year. One other thing I want to give a shout out for is Mountain Astrologer, awesome magazine. And what they have in here are also the astrological conferences and events for the year ahead. They have a lot of various articles and perspectives from all types of astrologers, and a lot of good information here from students to experts alike. So it's an awesome publication. They've recently redone it, and I'm sharing this with you because I've been a long-term subscriber, and because I think it has a lot of really good information that can help you to learn more about astrology, as well as understand more perspectives from other astrologers that might resonate with you. So I just wanted to give them a quick shout out because it's such a great magazine. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to connecting with you as we move into the new year. And I hope you have a beautiful start to 2022, however you celebrate, however the energies are working with you. And as always, thank you for being here. I'll see you very soon.